Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Sammy's Tarot and Astrology reading. Yeah, so good to be here with you tonight. And let's see, we'll play the bowl, drop into the moment with our breath, and then hi, welcome. So good to see you here. I'm so excited that you're here to join us in tonight's reading. It's going to be a fun one because tonight the moon is in Sagittarius, and that is a time of being expressive and having fun and exploring, and the moon, and the sun is about to go from Virgo into Libra, so it's a beautiful time. I'm so happy you're here. We're going to talk more about it. We're going to play the sound bowl, and then we're going to pull some cards. So stay tuned for that, and I would love to pick a card for you if you would like. And with no further ado, let's listen to some vibes. And before I play the bowl, I invite you to take in a very deep breath where first we're going to exhale everything, and exhale and exhale and exhale, and really visualize your lungs just clearing out anything old, any old air, any air you've ever breathed before. And then when we feel that complete emptiness, emptying out all of the last sun cycle in Virgo, we're going to breathe in a fresh, new spurt of air, new sprout of air to welcome in Libra. And we're going to fill up until our lungs can't take anymore, and we're going to feel that fullness. Then we're going to let go and listen to the sound bowl. So let's do it. Let's exhale together. So good. Thank you for joining me in that. I really imagined, as I was breathing out, Virgo and this past month where we were, I imagined letting go of any moments that I had where I doubted anything or feared anything in myself and in the universe and in the power of creativity and love. I cleared all of that out, and I breathed in all of my excitement and all of my joy and love, and my excitement about this moment and this day, which has been so beautiful and full and exciting, and breathing in all of my excitement for this next cycle that we have in Libra. We have a whole month now coming up, and that is starting tomorrow morning, East Coast of US time at 9:33 a.m. That is when we cross over, when the sun goes from Virgo, and the earth and the nature and the purity and the diligence and the perfectionism and the organization and the sensuality, into Libra, the airiness and the aesthetics of beauty and balance and justice and communication and talkativeness and flirtiness and love. Always love. Everything's love. From love to love, and from there to more love, and after that more love. So it's a beautiful time. And and I'm so excited we're here together. And what's really cool is right now, as we're doing this live, we have Aries on the horizon because it's sunset, but tomorrow we'll have Aries on the opposite side as we have the sun coming into Libra. And what's really exciting is right now at this moment, this evening, what day is it? The 21st, I think. As we do this at, what time is it? It's around 8 o'clock. We have Capricorn on the midheaven. So Capricorn is, if you look up, right above the sky, and we've got that stellium of Saturn and Jupiter and Pluto over there with that super grounded energy and that hardworking energy. But tomorrow, when we have the sun going into Libra, what we're going to have at the midheaven, if you're standing there and looking up at the sky around 9:30 tomorrow morning, we're going to have Leo up there, and we're going to have Venus at the midheaven. The bull wanted to play it. Venus at midheaven, Venus at midheaven, Venus at midheaven. We're going to have Venus right on top of us, shining down on us, just as we cross from the sun in Virgo to the sun in Libra. So that's kind of like kicking off this whole season with love. Venus is love. And Vesta is also going to be in line with Venus at the midheaven. So we've got these two sources of power, Venus and Vesta, and those are together at the midheaven, signaling love and signaling a passionate, fiery, expressive love, a sociable, fun, powerful love. And so the fact that those two things are happening at the same time, I think, is setting the tone for the whole month. It's a month that's going to be... Oh, and of course, we also have the moon. So we have the sun switching, and the moon has just switched into Sagittarius. So just like we have Venus in Leo at the midheaven, which is lighting up that romance with a fiery passion, we also have the moon in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is also a fire sign, and the moon is going to be there. So our emotions are going to be given all of this energy and this action-oriented passion to create and to do and to share and to see and be seen and connect. And Sagittarius is on the axis of Gemini, so they're opposite each other, and they're both very much about communication and connection. So having the moon in Sagittarius is opening us up to travel, and if it's local travel or distant travel, talking to people, sharing ideas. And Sagittarius is the archer, so it's all about shooting straight and going for your target and going with fire and not being afraid to say what you mean. And since the moon is in Sagittarius, it's not being afraid to say what you mean with your feelings. And also Sagittarius is a very adaptable sign. Sagittarius and Gemini are both very much about being flexible and being hospitable to differences and being curious and interested and joyful about connecting with others and others who are different in different ways, from different places, with different perspectives, and to just like soak up all of that newness and to share and to let go of the ego. Gemini and Sagittarius are very good at setting aside their persona or the way they think they need to be, setting aside all of that to just connect and learn and explore and share. So there's a whole lot of energy, fire energy in the emotions, and in Venus for connecting and loving and learning and exploring, and then the sun in Libra lighting us up in terms of making things beautiful and talking and enjoying and flirting and having fun and looking for opportunities to make things more beautiful, both in fun and superficial ways like flower arrangement or what you're wearing, or welcome, glad to have you. And then where was I? Somebody amazing just joined the chat, so I'm so excited. So anyway, the point is lots of love in the air, lots of beauty, connection, exploration, and it's a great time. It's a great time to be alive. Affy, welcome. So glad you're here. We just talked a little bit about the stars tonight and about how so now we have the moon in Sagittarius, which is all about connection and directness and curiosity and letting go of the ego to really connect and explore newness and new ideas. And also the sun tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m., 9:33 a.m., around that time, Eastern time, we have the sun going from Virgo into Libra. So it is a big night for the stars and for us. Fresh start, a breath of fresh air. Libra's a breath of fresh air, and it's powered by the fact that, and I'm just going to say it one more time because it's so awesome and exciting. Smokey, you're here too! Yay! Oh, I'm so happy you're here. It's a great night, everybody. We've got everybody here tonight. And so I was just sharing about how when the sun goes from Virgo into Libra tomorrow morning at around 9:30 Eastern time, at that exact moment we have Venus going to be in the midheaven at the top of the sky. If you look straight up, we've got Venus right on top of us in Leo, shining down that love energy, that expressive, generous, outgoing, charismatic, fun Venus and Leo energy shining down as the sun goes into the flirty Libra energy, and we've got the moon in Sagittarius energy. So it's just a lot of fun, connection, love energy happening. So your friend showed up. Oh, yay! Come on, come all. Cool, so let's pull a few cards now. And, oh, I forgot to say, well, I'll tell you a little bit more about this later. Something about shuffling and what happens before putting away the cards. If I forget, remind me, please. So, anyway, card time, card time, card time. And at the beginning, we did a long, deep breath where we exhaled everything that you possibly can from your lungs to say, sort of like letting go of the Libra season and what happened this past month, and then taking in a really, really, really full, deep breath to feel all of the excitement about what's to come this coming month, what you're looking forward to, what you hope for, what you are ready to create in Libra season. So if you want to take that breath on your own now or with me as I shuffle. Hey Robin, welcome. So glad you're here. Okay, let's do this. Oh, I forgot to cut the deck. Cut the deck. And after we pull the first 3 cards, then we'll pull 3 cards for us in the chat here. And then I'm making my baby dinner. I baked this, oh my god, do you guys know each other? Yay! I baked this delicious vegan alkaline electric spelt bread for my baby. So I'll send you guys a picture up of that later, but with no further ado. And let's see, as we pick the cards, we can pick one. The theme will be moving into Libra season, but let's take into account, oh, that's so cool. So let's take into account the moon in Sagittarius and Venus in Leo, and those are the three big themes of the night and the 3 exciting things of tonight and tomorrow and this coming month. So let's go. 1, 2. And 3. Okay, let's see what we have. Oh, that's awesome. Yay! Love fest in here. It's beautiful. Okay. Our first card of the night. Ooh, Ace of Wands. You see that, you guys? Anyone have anything they want to say about the Ace of Wands that you notice or think of? I'd love to hear. So, the wands, fire, and the magic of the wand is that yay, thank you. Yeah, I couldn't resist. I was just like, oh, stars, glitter, yes, let's do it. And then, you know, don't need to put on any makeup. Not that anyone needs to put. Back to the card. Gemini rambling here. Okay, so the aces can do anything. It's the magic wand that has all the power to create. And the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Fire, creates energy for taking action and completely transforming something and bringing warmth and light and aliveness and change. And the ace comes out of the sky. So you see here, it's just a poof, it's the sky, a poof of air, and then a hand coming out with this wand of fire that can do anything. And it's kind of interesting because, you know, we're moving from Virgo into Libra, and Libra is an air sign. So it's kind of like the poof of fresh air of Libra season, holding this fiery wand, which is the moon in Sagittarius right now. So I would say this represents this beautiful moment of change and opportunity. And there's a lot of energy here for creation and for burning away anything that stands in the way of that, and for receiving something just in the breath of fresh air. I love it. Okay. Card number 2. What do we have? Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles. And take a look. Let me know what you see or feel. Oh yeah, I remember that. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles is that very sturdy, steady knight. This knight is dependable and grounded and offering abundance and earthly riches. And this knight is very steady. This knight's horse has both feet on the ground, and they're just sort of standing there. They're not running or walking like some of the other knights. They're steady. And what this is to me right now we talked about how Capricorn at this moment is midheaven. So Capricorn, if you look up at the sky, you would see Capricorn there with Saturn and Jupiter and Pluto there. And it's going to be flipped to the bottom. So if you could look down through the earth and see out the bottom tomorrow at 9:30 when the sun moves into Libra, we'll have all those planets down there at 6 o'clock. Right now they're at midnight. They're going to be at 6 o'clock, all those planets in Capricorn. And I think that we're talking about all of this newness and excitement. Yes, very stable and dependable and comfortable and and calm. And so, hey Brooklyn, welcome. So good to have you here tonight. We're going to have all of this newness. We have the fiery energy of the moon in Sagittarius and the airy, lighthearted, also flirty energy of the sun going into Libra. But even though all of these changes are happening, and even though we have all of the passion of Venus and Leo giving that fire to romance and that expressiveness to the emotions of love, we also still have 3 huge planets heavily seated, steady in Capricorn. Oh, that's awesome. He must be, hopefully he's feeling it, because there's so much energy for Capricorn. So those 3 planets that have been in Capricorn for a while, and they'll be there until December. So if he's a Capricorn, when those planets start to, Brooklyn, we'll pull a card for you. You're first on deck after we turn over this 3rd card here. We'll pull one for you. But when when the planets start to leave Capricorn, and those really slow big planets start to leave Capricorn for Aquarius in December, he might start to feel a real shift. Maybe a new kind of like lightness will come for Capricorns when that happens, when the planets sort of give their space a little bit of breathing room that they haven't had for a while. So hopefully that'll feel good for him. But yeah, so amidst all of this change of season and this fiery energy and this airy energy, we still have plenty of that sturdy groundedness of those planets in Capricorn, and there's a lot of groundedness available to tap into, and a lot of abundance. And let's see, North Node. I'll talk about that when I pull your card. I would love to talk about that. Okay, so let's see. Our third card. Temperance. We pulled this again. Didn't we pull this a couple nights ago? I feel like this is so magical. I love when you see the same card over and over in a week. It means that it's like a really important theme to keep with us. And this is a very Libra theme. I think did we pull this when the moon was in Libra? Anyway, we have the Temperance card here, which is a very Libra card because it's somebody balancing. They've got these two cups and they're pouring from one cup to the other, which is all about balancing the emotional energy. And also this card, the figure has 1 foot on earth and 1 foot in the water. So it's both grounded and it's also in the flow. And it's a beautiful card where you have flowers blooming, golden flowers blooming. You have the sun on the horizon coming between the mountains. And then you also have these beautiful fiery wings coming out from this figure. So it's kind of like how we're entering this balanced Libra season with so much fire in the air. The fire of the Sagittarius moon and the fire of the Venus Leo. And we've got all of that fire. We've got that groundedness because those planets in Capricorn are still there, going strong, steady, keeping us rooted and grounded. And we also have the magic of this new season coming, of the breath of fresh air and the fire of the moon to kick it off. So if you look at the sequence, I'm interested if you see any patterns or evolution going from one card to the next. But what I see is steady progress forward and a lot of strong, stable, magical energy. And it's all very positive. There's nothing really to be dug through here. It's just very much goodness. So that's what's happening in the sky, and that's what's available for us right now. Oh, welcome. Memoirs of a Lover. My favorite writer is in the chat. Let's see. So now let's see what's going on in here. Oh yeah, so we were talking about Brooklyn, the North Node in Aries, and then Aries, Taurus, Gemini. What is? Wait, 1 second. I just need to hang on. Guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just had to look at the star chart for a second because, yeah, so Aries is opposite Libra. Sometimes my brain gets a little dyslexic. Okay, so Brooklyn, we'll pick a card for you. And then North Node. I love talking about North Node. I'm so glad you asked. And your North Node is in Aries, and that's awesome. Let's see, your mom's a Libra Sun and Libra Mars. You've got a lot of Libra energy in your family. Oh, excuse Libra Moon. Okay, cool. Libra Moon. And one of my parents is a Libra Moon too. Okay, so the North Node, this took me a while to understand, and then once I got it, I love telling people about it because it's actually kind of simple. So if you think about the axis that so you have the sun, and then you have the earth going around the sun. You have the earth, and then, you have the sun, and then you have the earth going around the sun. And if you picture it, it's kind of like rolling around the edge of a plate, and it's at an angle. So it's not flat. It's like this angle that the Earth makes as it goes around the sun. And the angle is kind of always shifting a little bit. All of the planets in relation to each other, they're not all on this flat plate because they all have different masses, and so gravity affects how exactly they rotate. So you have that. And then as the Earth is rotating, you have the moon rotating around the Earth. And the thing is that the moon doesn't rotate on the same plate as the Earth exactly. Almost it does. But because the moon has its own weight and mass, it pulls the Earth off track a little bit. So not only does the Earth pull the moon, but the moon is pulling the Earth, even though the moon is so much smaller. And I think that's a beautiful metaphor too, that like something big and small things are always influencing each other. And so because of that, you have these two plates, these two rotations happening that are very slightly different. And the place where the moon's rotation rises above the Earth's rotation is the north node. And then when it crosses back down again, where the moon's rotation crosses below the Earth's rotation, that's the south node. So since the moon can represent the unconscious and what's hidden, that coming up above is kind of like the unconscious being made conscious, coming to light, the mysterious and the emotional coming into view that we can see and understand. And then the south node, when the moon is crossing below into the darkness, that's kind of like what's going back into sort of the mystery or the past or what we can't really access. And so that's what those points are determined by astrologically. And then what they mean for us when we interpret them is kind of like the north node is sort of like your overall life, this incarnation's mission, what you're here to do in this lifetime. If you do believe in maybe other lifetimes, then one way people look at it is that the south node is the sign that represents what all your past lives, everything you've ever experienced as a soul ever up until this lifetime, what you've mastered and accomplished and maybe are not needing to focus on. And then the north node is like, okay, this is your new lesson. It's what you're stepping into for this lifetime now. And so having an Aries north node, you could read all about it, but I'm sure you could talk about it forever, but an Aries north node is sort of like the values of Aries are really important for you in this lifetime. So Aries is assertive, and Aries really listens to their instincts and follows it, not afraid to express things, not afraid to express anger, passion, excitement, to be an individual, and to and to just like come from that place of not needing to necessarily think and plan and control the passion so much. Your Venus is also in Aries. Oh, that's so beautiful. So your North Node and Venus are together. So that means that that's so connected to like your love life and your heart and your anything related to romance and your. That's also, oh yeah, we've got a lot of Aries people. So having that North Node in Aries is like embracing that and really seeing how far you can take that and let that flow. Because opposite that, you have Libra in your South Node, and that means that you sort of maybe have had a handle on the values of Libra. So being able to achieve balance, being able to fight for justice, being able to care a lot about the aesthetics of things. Is Lilith the dark side of things? I'll talk more about Lilith in a little bit, I think, because I just want to make sure that, so with the nodes, because Lilith, I think, can represent, interesting to say the dark side, I think it could represent things that are driving us that are unconscious, and also certain ways that we handle different instincts and impulses, and the things that maybe haven't been fully explored or brought to light, because there might be something that people tend to fear around it. And so, yeah, so having the Lilith in Virgo might mean that there's elements of the Virgo archetype that that are still sort of in the shadow for you. So I guess that makes sense with the dark side of things. So yes, that would, yes, I could have just said. But that's kind of like the Aries North Node, and then the Libra South Node would be like letting those things that you've mastered, not necessarily focusing on that as much as like the individuality and the assertiveness and the passion. Okay, well, thank you, Robin. I hope more questions from you tomorrow. I'll miss you, but I'm excited that your daughter's here. Okay, thank you, Brooklyn. So now let's pull a card for you. Is there a topic in particular that you want this card to be for? It could be good to pull maybe just for, because since we're going into, it's a big deal that we're going from Virgo Sun into Libra Sun in the morning, so that could just be a good general, we could just do readings on that. Let's just pull for this week and for this Libra season for everyone tonight. Okay, because it's like a holiday over here. Okay, let's do it. Okay. We have the Six of Pentacles here. Amazing card. Oh, I'm so excited about this, you guys. We're making magic. Let me know if you see or want to observe anything on this card. So notice what that is. That is the scales right there. And that is the sign of Libra, is the scales. So basically we just pulled a card that I think reflects that you're very in harmony with the stars right now, that you're like very in touch with and in tune with the seasons and the energy that we're moving into. There's great abundance here in the Six of Pentacles. And I love this card because you have one figure who is giving, and you have this other figure, you have two figures who are receiving. And what's beautiful is that we all take turns in these different positions. You know, sometimes we have a little more that we're giving, and sometimes we are receiving something, and all of that is beautiful, and all of that is part of the balance. Neither one is better. They're two sides of the same coin, or six coins as we have here. And also I think it's fun to notice just that the two who are receiving there, who might be needing more support, that they're together. So even though they might be needing something that they don't have, they're now receiving it. And not only that, but they have company and love as they're receiving it. So it's all about the flow. And if you have some more to give, it's good to give it. And if you need something, it's good to be able to receive it. So that's your card for the week. So give where you can give, receive when you can receive, and enjoy the balance and enjoy the abundance that's available right now. Awesome. Awesome card. Let's see. We'll pull a card for you, Afi. Absolutely. Let's pull a card for this coming Libra season, which we're going into at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow Eastern Time. Let's see what it holds. Oh, thank you. Okay, Afi. Wow. So many pentacles. We've got the Four of Pentacles here. Another frequent visitor this week. That Capricorn stellium, you guys, that's the 3 planets or more stellium, Capricorn stellium we have right now, those 3, Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto in Capricorn, I think are really calling us to notice them and feel them. That earth energy and also the abundance energy that we have. So we just had this, the last card was the 6 of Pentacles that we just pulled for Brooklyn, and now Afi, we're pulling you the 4 of Pentacles. If you put that together, that's 10 Pentacles, and that's a really magical number. It reduces down to 1, which is unity and the infinite oneness. So I think that means, like, as we move into this next season, this next month, there's going to continue to be offerings for you. There's groundedness, there's stability, and there's community behind you. There's a place for you to put your feet on. There's something for you to hold. Oh yeah, it's like Afi, when we pulled the Queen of Pentacles for you, and she was holding the pentacle, and we were talking about how it was like the baby. This is another one where somebody's holding a pentacle, so it's like another figure holding, it could be like you holding the baby again. And I think it's just a reflection of like what important work you're doing right now, or I don't know if work is the word, it's love, the love that you're sharing and giving. That welcome, thanks for joining, Bad Panda, yay. We're pulling some cards. So yeah, so Afi, I think like you are right where you need to be, and there's a lot of abundance for you in the love that you are giving right now, and there's a lot of steadiness that you're sharing, and yeah, so good, all good things, and it's gonna be a good Libra season. So thank you so much. Okay, let's pull one more card tonight for somebody, because my baby's getting hungry and I want to make her a sandwich with our new loaf of bread. I'm so happy, Smokey, that it resonates. I love that. I feel like these cards tonight are they are the result of all of us being here together. So Panda, awesome. Let's pull a card for Panda, everybody. Hi, Panda. Panda, do you feel like, I would love to know, like, maybe like if you know your birthday, your sun sign, and if you happen to know your moon or rising, I would love to hear that too. And then if there's anything, oh, okay, we'll do one for you, Memoirs, of course. Okay, so let's see. So Panda, what's your sign, and is there anything in particular? Well, we'll pull for the upcoming season. All Gemini? Sun, moon, and rising? Are you serious? Are you triple Gemini? Wow. I'm honored to meet you. As a humble sun in Gemini, without a moon and rising, I just say thank you for being you and for bringing all of that Gemini goodness to the world. I can't wait to learn more about you. Okay, so and to hear what it must be like to have all of that Gemini energy. So this is a great time to be a Gemini. The North Node right now for people who are being born is in Gemini. So this whole, I forget when it started, but it's been a while now that the North Node's been moving slowly through Gemini, and that means that just the overarching theme of this time is about the Gemini values of communication, curiosity, playfulness, exploring the local area, thinking about things, having a lot of ideas, being really, really flexible, going with the flow, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that, talking about it, sharing about it, and things related to the hands, making things with the hands, feeling things, all of that. So, and then also the moon is in Sagittarius, which is on our axis right opposite us, and that's just creating even more energy for the Gemini Sagittarius. Oh, you're a mechanic. Of course you are. That's so perfect. Using your hands and using, oh my gosh, and using that connection between like the hand-mind communication and making things work and figuring things out. And making things move. That's like such a Gemini. And you're a hand-on healer. Wow. That's so beautiful. I'm not surprised. So let's pull a card for you to do with moving into this next season tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Of course, among other things. Eastern time, when we go from the sun in Virgo to the sun in Libra. Okay. Pull this card, and then I'll pull one for the Memoirs of a Lover, my favorite author and person, and posting amazing quotes today, by the way, if you're interested in sexuality and love, and mainly, I mean, love above all things, but like love, relationships, identity, all of that. The Memoirs of a Lover Instagram is really incredible. So with no further ado, let's pull a card for you, Panda, about moving into Libra season. And by the way, I'll just say this for anyone who wasn't here at the very beginning. When we move into Libra season, those minutes tomorrow morning around 9:30 Eastern time, at the midheaven, which is all day constantly rotating, it just so happens that we're going to have Venus right there at 12 o'clock in the sky in the sign of Leo. So that means that that's setting us off. This whole season is going to be touched by the value of Venus and Leo, which is love being generously shared with a lot of excitement and outgoingness. So with that in mind, let's pick your card. Okay. That's so funny. We pulled this card. We just pulled this card last night too, and what we have here is the Five of Wands. It's a fire card. The wands are the card of fire. So take a look and let me know if you see anything here that you want to observe or ask about. And this card, oh yeah, we were just talking with, last night we were talking about how it could represent, if you look at it on the external, that there is all of this energy available. There's the Five Wands, so there's a lot of passion and opportunity here. And there's also a degree of sort of tension, but it's a positive tension. You have this clear blue sky, and you have these five figures who are trying to make something work. They're trying to create something together. They're a little bit tangled and a little bit unwieldy, but they are cooperating, and they are all standing on their 2 feet, and they're all holding on to these wands of fire. So they're doing it. And I think it's a message of like, even if something feels a little complicated or a little unwieldy, or if there's a few different moving parts happening at once, that's okay, because there's all of this fire energy and this interconnectedness and this cooperation that's going to be able to make it work and move through it. And so kind of, yes, that was Appy when we were talking about, I remember now, I don't want to like reveal your personal, what we were talking about, but I remember how we were talking about this card. And I think probably part of the reason that this card is coming up and up again and again is because of all of the planets in fire right now, and the fact that we have the moon in Sagittarius, which is a fire card, and a fire sign, and Venus in Leo. And so I would say the message of this card is like to focus on the energy. There's a lot of energy available in moments of tension or conflict or unwieldiness, that to not worry about the fact that something seems unsteady, and just to really embrace. Oh, and also we have Mars in Aries. So this is a very Mars in Aries card. To embrace the energy available to work through those moments, to get that balance, because we're moving into Libra, and that's all about the balance and the harmony. So we've got a lot of fiery energy that will lead to a balance with continued cooperation. Yay. Thank you so much. Do you see though how we have like these few repeat cards? That means that we're in line. We are in line together. We are creating this moment together. I'm so grateful you guys are here, and we're gonna pick one more card now for Memoirs of a Lover. The Memoirs of a Lover. Are you still with us? Love. Let's pick one for you. Okay. And I forgot to say, if there's anything lingering after this tonight and you want to talk more about it, you could DM me and we could always talk more about things. And I'm gonna pull one for the Memoirs of a Lover, and then I would love to, but my baby's hungry and I promised I wouldn't keep her too long because we've been eating so late. So but tomorrow night I will pull another one for sure. Panda, you'll be first on deck if you come by tomorrow night. I would love to do that. Okay, Memoirs of a Lover. Ready? Are you in the house? Memoirs of a Lover. Okay, I'm going to pull one for you. She's going to kick your ass. Why? I don't want her to kick your ass. No. Be nice to Smokey. She's my friend. Don't kick her ass. Okay. This one's for you. Memoirs of a Lover. Ready? Oh. Okay, so come on, guys. You know what this is, right? Let's hear it. Let's hear it from... I want to hear what you guys see. It's too good. It's too good. It's too blessed. I'm so grateful. Thank you for being here and co-creating this moment together, because we did this together. I'm so grateful for you for being here, you guys. I love you guys so much. Celebration, yep. So this is the wedding card. This is the... Yep, marriage. It's the marriage card. It's the wedding card. It's the celebration card. You have this structure made with four branches. Love. Yes, it is love. It is the love card. It is a love card. It's a celebration card, and we have this beautiful altar structure created with. It's called, in Judaism, it's called a chuppah, and it's like this just temporary thing made out of branches and flowers that they put over the couple when they get married. And it's all about, they are protected from the elements, but it's also something that is allowing air and sunshine to come through it. So it's not like this, it's not like a house, it's not like a solid wall, and it's not a solid ceiling. It's this like porous, open structure that provides for just enough structure to contain the lovers and to help them create their bond, but it doesn't block anything out. It allows for the sunshine to come down and the air to flow through. I'm getting married soon, guys. I'm so excited. And she's the most incredible woman in the world. Some of you might know her. Baby, I love you, and this is us. So I'm so excited we picked this card, and also, it's also for all of us in this chat, this idea of love and balance, because this is a very balanced card, and we're moving into that Libra season, and we've got that Venus going to be on the midheaven as we do that. So love is in the air for everybody here. And thank you, the Memoirs of the Lover. Wow, you guys, beautiful cards we have tonight. A lot of pentacles, a lot of abundance, a lot of wands and fire, a lot of love and steadiness. So before we play the bowl and sign off for the night, I really thank you for being here. This is so fun, and I feel so blessed by your presence, and I wish you a very beautiful evening and a very beautiful moon in Sagittarius, and a very beautiful Libra season, and I'll see you here again tomorrow night. So, oh, and I meant to say also, I forgot I was wearing this shirt. It's my Marza Panther t-shirt. Marza Panther is my friend. She's a musician. She's really good, in case you were wondering. Okay. Thank you, Smokey. I hope it's good. I've never made this bread before, so fingers crossed. Thank you, Appy. Thank you, Panda. Thank you, everyone. Love you guys. Let's take a breath. Have a beautiful night.